Welcome back, word detectives. Okay, so today we're jumping right into the ultimate training camp for an absolute heavyweight in the English language. We're talking about the Greek root, anthrop. We are going to break down exactly what it means, trace its incredibly fascinating history, and hand you the exact tools you need to completely decode some of the most intimidating academic words out there. Let's get to work and make you a certified root master.
So we're kicking things off with a quick interactive quiz just to test your baseline anthrop power. What do you think this root actually means? Is it A, time, B, human, C, sound, or D, water? Take a second, lock in your guess, and let's see just how sharp your instincts are today.
Well, if you guessed B, human, you absolutely nailed it. And this perfectly highlights our golden rule for this explainer. Root first, answer next. You see, anthrop always means human being, or people. Once you memorize this core formula, it literally acts like a cheat code for the rest of the English language. Whenever you spot those 7 letters together, boom, you instantly know the word has something to do with humanity.
Okay, let's put that brand new anthrop power to the test right now. How would you decode a word like philanthropy? Would it be A, hate of people, B, love of humanity, C, study of plants, or D, fear of water? Remember the rule, root first, answer next. Use what you already know as your primary clue.
Right. Since you know that core root means human, you can easily deduce that philanthropy means the love of humanity or the act of giving help to people. See? You didn't even need to know the entire dictionary definition to instantly eliminate plants or water. You just followed the root clues straight to the right answer.
Now, what's genuinely fascinating here is how incredibly fast you can fill in the blanks for massive words just by recognizing common suffixes. For instance, if ology means the study of, well then anthropology is obvious, right? The study of humans. Oid simply means like, which makes an anthropoid human-like. Anthropomorphic, having human-shaped traits. And anthropocentric means human-centered. It's literally just vocabulary math.
All right, let's jump into our next training phase, unlocking root connections. This is where we start building a serious spider web of vocabulary.
Think of anthrop as the spider sitting in the very center of a giant word web. When you link it with a prefix like phil, which means love, you get philanthropy. Connect it with morph, meaning shape or form, and you get anthropomorphic. By picking up on these tiny combining pieces, like cent for center, logi for study, or oid for like, you're not just learning a single word, you're multiplying your vocabulary exponentially. As we like to say, one root, many doors.
And check this out. By swapping just a single prefix, you can completely flip a word to its exact opposite feeling. We know philanthropy is the love of humanity, right? But if you swap in mis, which means hate or dislike, suddenly you have misanthropy, the intense dislike of people. It's the exact same human root, but a completely different vibe. It is literally like flipping a light switch on the word's meaning.
To really grasp why these words look so strange and have such specific, sometimes tricky spellings, we need to hop into our language time machine.
Tracking this root's journey is pretty wild. Starting way back around 500 BC, the ancient Greek word for human being was anthropos. Fast forward to the 1600s, and it enters the English language through really learned academic words used in science and philosophy. And the crazy part? It stubbornly kept its original unusual Greek spelling. It never changed its close to fit in with everyday English. Knowing this history completely explains why Greek-based words hold on to their original parts so clearly. Just remember, Greek travel, English spell.
You know, the cool thing about this root is that it's everywhere people are, from sterile biology labs all the way to classic literature. It pops up in warm words about charity and kindness, but also in dark words about fear and hate. You'll find it heavily used in the social sciences or in sci-fi stories describing robots with human qualities. And sometimes it's just quietly hidden right in the middle of a massive, intimidating word waiting for you to spot it.
Okay, take a deep breath. It is time for our challenge round. Get ready to climb the mountain of advanced academic words. We're leveling up step by step here, decoding huge concepts just by identifying those Greek puzzle pieces. Anthropocentrism? That's just human plus center, the belief that humans are the absolute most important things in the universe. Anthropomorphism is giving human traits to non-human things. Anthropogenesis, simply the origin of humans. And what about anthropopathic? That's describing non-human things with human feelings. Oh, and anthropometry is measuring the human body, while anthropophagus actually means human eating. These look tough, but you hold the key.
Seriously, whenever you are out in the wild and you face an intimidating term, just fall back on our main memory cue, hard word.
clear pieces. It doesn't matter how long or academic the word is. Just take a breath, locate the clear pieces you already know, and solve the puzzle. You've got this.
Now, let's dive into our final module, spelling bee tips. Because understanding the meaning is only half the battle. Spelling these Greek imports is a whole different beast.
We give this root a solid 4 out of 4 star rating. Sure, it might not be as basic as bio and geo, but it is absolutely essential for advanced vocabulary building. It is incredibly common and highly useful. You are basically guaranteed to meet it in science class, in your literature reading, and absolutely on the spelling competition stage.
To get you competition ready, we sort these into baskets. In your common basket, you've got your everyday academic terms, like anthropology, philanthropist, and misanthrope. But if you want to compete at the advanced level, you really need to lock down the heavy hitters like anthropomorphic and anthropocentric. Oh, and definitely commit words like anthropoid and philanthropic to memory. Those are major point scorers.
So, where do spellers usually stumble here? Well, the difficulty with anthro words almost always comes from those Greek combining forms. People often trip up on spelling the throp part, or they forget that the ph makes the f sound. They also get completely tangled in long vowel patterns and those tricky suffixes we talked about, like ik, ist, ology, and oid. So keep your eyes peeled for those specific traps.
You've made it through the training camp. Let's move to our Rootmaster final review and lock all of this in.
The absolutely crucial point of this entire explainer is to always look for the root variants anthrop or anthropo. Spot those prefixes like miss or phil, and always rely on your champion strategy. Break the word into pieces before you try to define it or spell it. It works like magic every time.
Listen, champion spellers and vocabulary masters do not just memorize random lists of words, they learn the language history. So your ultimate takeaway today is simply this. When you see anthrop, think human. If you keep training like a word detective, recognizing these roots, patterns, and history, you'll never be stumped by a massive academic word again. With this powerful new tool officially in your vocabulary belt, take a look at the world around you. Are we becoming more philanthropic as a society, or are we retreating into misanthropy? The words we use reflect exactly who we are as people. So what massive, mysterious concept are you going to decode next? Thanks for exploring this root with me today, and hey, happy decoding!